So I wanted to show you my camper and my setup for camping. This is actually my first time doing it like this. I've done some of this stuff before, but this is my first time in this little camper. Just fixed it, finished fixing it before I left a couple days ago for where I am now in North Carolina. Had a bunch of damage back here as far as the water was getting into the back. There was 2 layers of floor. The top layer of the floor was extremely rotten and waterlogged, so I actually removed that whole bit, put a whole new board in, and replaced half of the back of the wall. So that is all repaired, and just left to come here. So after that, there's a couple things I added. This is a box off of Amazon, which has my electrical. There's 2 100 amp hour lithium phosphate batteries in there with a 1500 watt inverter. This box is supposed to be waterproof, so hopefully that will hold and not get wet. I also have a cart here, a couple of hooks down here just to hold it with a bungee cord. This was a last minute thing. I had pieces of wood in my garage, and I actually had these brackets here, so I just kind of tacked that on there, and it works great. I have a light, basically a shop light. I have 2 of these, one at my shop, it's cordless, and one at home that I use. This camper was wired for RV, so it does have a 30 amp RV plug. I am hooked to electrical now with that inverter and battery. I do have a solar panel, but not much sun here because all the big trees. But I did use the inverter and batteries the first night. I was not at an electric site, so it wasn't plugged in, and it ran fine off of that. Of course, it's really cool here in the 50s in the night and in the morning, so I didn't use the AC at the first night, but I have tested the AC out at home, and it works great with the power inverter. I just got this from Harbor Freight. It's actually a pretty cool light, motion sensor, and solar power, so I don't even have to plug that in, and it works great at night. I had this twin bed at my house that was in my spare room, so I thought I'd just put it in here for now. I did get that TV off Amazon using my One Blood money, so it was discounted. I have also Bluetooth speakers that I've had. I actually had one, and I bought a second one because it does work in stereo if you have 2. These lights were installed in here already. Pretty good lights, 2 modes. Plenty of lighting for in here. Right now I'm just using this fan, but I didn't actually need it. I did use it the first night, but don't need it now. So it does only have 1 window. I do want to add another window here somewhere. And this is the AC. I did mount this TV on a folding mount, and I could actually leave that up there that way. So it's out of the way of the AC and while traveling. Actually, I did find it's better to just leave it down while traveling. The thing bounces around a lot. I'm surprised it didn't break on the trip. I did put this carpet in, a bunch of these carpet squares that my dad got. It actually has this padded, not wood flooring, but there's a foot things to make your steps soft, and that is underneath that, so it is very, even without the bed, very comfortable in here. It does have these storage compartments. They click close. Have to put that up to open them now. I have T-Mobile wireless at home, and they basically give you a wireless router that you could bring anywhere. So actually this place has no cell reception, but when I plug that in, I get okay internet, but there's absolutely no other wireless here at this campsite, which is Davidson River Campground in Brevard. Got this rug or outdoor thing at Walmart before I left. It was ridiculous. A lot cheaper than I've seen them. It was like $8. That's just some scrap carpet. On my car, actually, I bought this water tank a while back. does have a pump that does work just when you use it. So I have water and I have electric. I have the cooler I basically just use for storage, but I have my mini fridge here. I do have it plugged into there, but I do have a inverter or one of those power banks in here, which that powers the fridge. I can leave it plugged into the car all the time, so I don't have to ever unplug it, and it runs and keeps cool. So no use for the cooler other than for storage. I did bring a canopy. I think it's a 13 by 13 canopy, which was also really cheap at Walmart, which wasn't even advertised. I just found it, and it was cheaper than a lot of the ones I've seen. I did bring my tent just in case something happened. But nothing happened. Everything is actually going really well. So that's basically it. I just wanted to show everybody this because it works. Thanks.